Hi, I'm Scott Tennant, and I'm so thrilled that you want to learn to play the classical guitar, and that you've chosen this method as your starting point. First though, just a word on maximizing your progress. Although this video contains all the basics you'll need to begin playing the classical guitar and having fun with it, I do recommend that you also have the book so that you can reference as we go along, especially in the musical examples. So let's get started. Now let's get familiar with our instrument here. I think it's important to know the basic parts of the guitar, and I'm just going to point those out to you now. So we'll start at the bottom. Down here we have what we call the lower bout, this round edge here on the sides. The top of the guitar is called the soundboard. This is the bridge. So these strings that came on your spanking brand new guitar aren't going to last forever. Eventually they're going to get old and horrible or break. So you could take it back to your music teacher or a music store to get them changed for you, but you really need to know how to do it yourself, and I feel somewhat of an obligation to try to show you here how to do this. It's really easy, you just have to practice it a few times. So I have here a brand new string, and I'm going to put it on the guitar here. So we're going to try to get some decent angles for you. Basically, I'm going to start down here at the bridge. And the real strength in any structure lies in its foundation. So that means we have to talk about how we're going to hold the guitar, the sitting position. The thing that differentiates a classical guitarist from most other stylists is the way we hold the guitar. Normally you'll see a classical guitarist holding it on their left leg like I am, at an angle. Now that we've got our sitting position pretty much down, we have to talk about how to hold our hands, because this is going to enable you to play well later, so it's really important you get this down. Let's talk about our right hand. There's a particular way I like to teach people to place their right hand on the strings, and this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to get my left hand out of the way here so you can see. We're going to take. Now let's get your left hand happening here. The same thing, we're going to start by relaxing our left arm down at our side. Shake it out if you have to, really relax it. Let your fingers droop, really relaxed. Like the right hand, we're going to take the fingers and curl them up into a little tiny J, like a suitcase position, like you're holding a suitcase. Now that we've talked about basic sitting position and how to get the hands up to the guitar, we're going to fine-tune those things a little bit. First, let me show you how we label the fingers of the guitar, of the hand, the right hand. So here we have the thumb, and we call that P. The Spanish name is pulgar. Here we have the first finger, and we call that I for indicio, index. Here we have M for middle finger, or medio. We're going to be doing a lot of playing together in this video, so we have to tune. We have to be in tune with each other. So let's do this. I'll play each string 3 times slowly, and you can tune to me. I also suggest you get an electronic tuner, because those are flawless, easy to use, and you don't need me to tune. But since I'm here, let me tune your guitar. You tune your guitar, you listen to me. Here we go. From the 6th string up. Reading music will be essential to your progress as a musician, and certainly essential to your progress in this method. So let's take a look at how music is laid out. Music is written on a staff, which is a group of 5 lines and 4 spaces. Now, we've talked about putting our hand up on the guitar. Basically, let me get back into position here. My shoulder's relaxed, it's not up, it's relaxed. I put my fingers and thumb down and settle down into the guitar. Now that we have our arm on the guitar, let's talk about wrist position a little bit. Now let's talk about the free stroke. The free stroke is what we're going to be using primarily for this video. A free stroke simply means when we pluck the string, and I'll be using my I finger here to demonstrate. When we pluck the string, we come straight back like this. we're going to play example 9, putting all of this together. Example 11. There's something I have to describe about this, though. Notice that the time signature is 3/4, not 4/4. We've been playing 4/4 examples. 3/4, of course, means that since the top number is a 3, there will be 3 beats in a measure. And the 4 on the bottom means what? That the quarter note gets the beat. So we have 3 quarter notes in a bar. That's what that's telling us. And it's very clear. If you look at the music, you can see the first 3 bars have 3 quarter notes in each bar. Now, you'll see also in this example what we call a dotted note. Let's talk about the left hand because you can't play guitar without it. I want to review what we went over before first. That is, remember, put your arm down to your side. We're going to get the left arm up there, okay? You're going to shake it out and relax it. Turn it over a bit. Curve your fingers a little bit, and then come up. Touch the fingers to the strings. Let's start learning our notes and start playing some music. We're going to start with the first string, and we're going to learn the first 3 basic notes on the first string. The first basic note, of course, which you've already learned, is the open string, which is E. Next, let's play example 14. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, we're going to play the first string polka. Since you're no doubt picking up on this really quickly, we're going to now learn more notes, but we're going to learn the notes on both the second and third strings. So let's start with the second string. As you already know or should know, the open second string is a B. So get a finger ready to pluck. Pluck along with me. Plucking along. That's a B. What we're going to do is we're going to incorporate all these notes we've just learned. We've now learned notes on all 3 strings. Let's practice these, though, on the second and third string first, before we combine them all together. We're now going to play exercise number 15. What this does is it has all the notes we just learned on both the third and the second strings. So let's play that along. Here we go. Now we're going to go on to play Greensleeves. We're ready to play our first actual piece, and of course this is a piece you all know. We're going to be playing sort of an older version of it, though. There are no accidentals in this piece. They're all natural notes, and we'll tell you what an accidental is and the key signature in a little bit. But basically what this means is that they're just all the notes we learned so far. There might be a couple notes that sound a little odd, but again, this is an earlier version of Greensleeves, the old English version, the medieval version. So it's going to sound perhaps a little different than the one you sing at Christmas. Okay, so it's in 3/4. So we've already done something in 3/4. That means that what? There are 3 beats too. Now let's have some fun. We're going to play a duet together. This is going to be a rendition, very short rendition of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, the famous melody a lot of you might know as Ode to Joy. What's going to happen here is you're going to play, along with me, the student part. So you'll be able to hear and see me play your part. Play along with me, and let's give this duet a go. So now you'll get to play the part, your part, the student part, by yourself. And you'll be able to see me play my part, the teacher part, on the screen. Let's do it. Now let's move on to the bass strings. We've done a lot of work with the treble strings, and now we need to head on. And all the examples we're going to be playing in the next while here are going to be all with our thumb. So we're going to start with the fourth string. And as you already know, the open fourth string is a D. So here's the D. And we're going to be playing this with our thumb. Always keep in mind you're always going to try to get the... We're going to go right to exercise number 16. This is all played with the thumb. We're going to take it at a reasonable pace so you can keep up. Again, feel free to watch it first. Kind of play air guitar if you have to get the watch my movement. It's very important. And you can pause, stop, rewind whenever you want and play along with me. Okay, now there are many exercises here that we can do. But as far as the book goes, and again, if you don't have the book, it is very handy to have it as we go along. We're only going to do one exercise for this, okay? Next, we're going to do another piece with our thumb, focusing on a good thumb stroke now. And we're going to go to a piece called the Volga Boatmen, very famous old Russian folk song. Okay, again, all thumb. Watch that thumb stroke. I don't want you plucking up like this, okay? Pluck from what feels like your wrist joint here. Now we're going to be playing another duet. And this is a beautiful Scottish tune that I grew up listening to as a kid. My father used to sing it around the house. It's called My Heart's in the Highlands. The lyrics, which you won't hear me singing here, but the lyrics are by Robert Burns. And now, what you're going to do is you're going to play your part all by yourself. And you'll be able to see me play my part, the teacher part, on the screen. Let's give that a try. So far, the quickest note we've done is the quarter note. Now we're going to go further and we're going to divide that note into eighth notes. And now I'm going to show you how we do that. The way eighth notes work is basically we can divide the quarter note into smaller segments. Now, study that for a little bit. And then what I want to do is I want to go down and play this in this next exercise, number 20. And I'm going to count aloud and play. You can watch. And I hope that you will then go back and play along with me. We're now going to play a piece called Leyenda by Esau Albinus. Very famous piece, originally written for the piano. Many, many guitarists play this, and I'm sure if you have heard recordings of the guitar that you love, perhaps this piece was on there because it's very popular. In fact, okay, so here we're now going to play Leyenda by Esau Albinus. To make music a lot more interesting, we have to be able to play the notes in between the notes we've already learned. You notice that there are some gaps, some frets there that we haven't played yet. To do that, what we do is we put what we call an accidental, or it's a particular kind of symbol we put in front of a note to raise it or lower it. The two types of accidentals that we have are sharps and flats. What we're going to do now is play a beautiful tune by Johann Sebastian Bach. It's a minuet, and this is from a notebook that he wrote for his second wife, Anna Magdalena. You're about to graduate. We're going to take one more note and learn it, and that's the high A on the 5th fret, 1st string. This is a graduation because so far we've been playing everything below the 5th fret. Frets, you know, the open string through the 4th fret. You'll find that even going just up to the 5th fret requires pretty much a stretch there. You're going to have to additionally stretch. We're going to play exercise number 22. I need to point out to you, again, always alternate. This has you alternating I and M, and I want you to keep practicing that because that's going to be very important to do. We're going to skip number 23. You can practice that on your own. And there's one other little symbol here that you haven't seen before, and that's called a natural sign. Look in bar 2. The very last note in bar 2 is a G with a natural sign in front of it. Congratulations for making it through Volume 1 of our basic classical guitar method, and most importantly, for making that very important decision, deciding you wanted to do it in the first place. I hope you enjoy yourself. I want you to practice wisely, practice patiently, and practice often. But save time at the end of the day to just have some fun. Listen to a lot of music, and I will see you again in Volume 2. Thank you.